We have not talked about daycares in a while. I think this is a good cautionary tale. Again, to those people, and I always encourage people to get proper child care for your kids. It's an investment, it's expensive, which is why I want people to think before you have kids to be mindful not to just go the cheap route when it comes to who handles your kid, okay? In this situation, this exception, this is bad because now you start to also question who's supposed to be suitable caretakers, babysitters. This woman that you guys see on my screen, wait till y'all hear how she neglected human life, neglected her career, and is just flat out a bad person. So before I get into the details or say anything that might be too explosive for some of you guys, this is intended more for mature audiences. Okay? Mommy of three, mommy of four. I always say that. Mommy of four. Take it away. Let's go.
Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, new website articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer.
So the website I'm using is kcra.com. So thank you for the article. You said that she has, what did you say? She's got empty eyes. Let me go back to that picture. She said she's got empty eyes. Like she literally looks drunk in that picture. She said she look like Rumpelstiltskin. I haven't heard that name in a long time. What does Rumpelstiltskin even look like? I forgot. That's a good one right there. That was a German thing. I know he was. You know what? She kind of does. I'm not going to do it this time. So, Manteca, California. Y'all taking an L for this. That woman's name is Roxanne. Is it Helus? Helus. She is a daycare owner in Manteca and has been charged with second-degree murder after 5-month-old Christian Olvera died in her care. Look at this beautiful little baby. This baby did not stand a chance in this woman's hands. 5 months old, Christian, died in her daycare, allegedly while she was intoxicated, okay? She was intoxicated as Christian's family seeks justice for the infant. On Monday, we had to bury Christian, and I think that was the hardest part in knowing that it's the end, and this according to Janessa Valdiva, who is Christian's cousin. Today, Helis walks into court with a straight face. Hey, much love. Shout out to Dippy. I appreciate you, dear. Thank you, thank you. She walked into court with a straight face. What we saw today was this defendant got taken into custody on a charge of second-degree murder, and this is just a tragedy. It was completely avoidable. Christian Olvera was a young infant that didn't have a chance to start his life. That's according to the San Joaquin County Deputy District Attorney Morgan Henley. Why do they put these long titles? I can't read them. Christian's family came to court together wearing matching shirts with his photo on them. Helis' attorney, whose name is Eugene Kilbride, spoke for her in court afterwards. You know what? It's really going to come down to the elements of second-degree murder. There is a willful element, and based on what I know, I just don't see that there was willful conduct. I know it's a terrible and tragic incident, and I do want to extend my heartfelt condolences to the family. Let's look up second-degree murder and what you have to get second-degree murder. Key elements: intent to kill without premeditation, intent to inflict serious bodily harm, extreme recklessness, depraved heart murder, felony murder. Distinction from first degree is that the primary difference is between first degree and second degree murder is the element of premeditation and deliberation. Second degree involves malice, aforethought, but lacks the planning or lying in wait nature of a first degree charge. I don't know why I can't read that. So I can kind of see the point that he's trying to make with that. But again, this is negligence. So they're trying to get her as much as possible in time in prison. But I think they need to make sure and get this right. She needs to get the correct charge, the correct amount of time in prison. So if that's what it takes to get second degree, I hope they get it. I hope they are able to justify that. For now, Christian's family says that this feels like a step towards justice. We're making sure that everybody is aware of the situation. That's whether it's Roxanne Helis or somebody else, that you are making sure who is watching your child. So that has to be some form of negligence there, because you got drunk and went to a daycare where you were supposed to be the one in clear body, sound mind to take care of babies who absolutely need you. And you chose to get white girl wasted. What is the proper charge for that when somebody dies? When you're negligent. That level of negligent. Her next court date will be December the 4th, only a few weeks from now, for a further arraignment. KCRA investigates found two previous complaints. They found two previous complaints against Helis to be true, including providing care without a license in 2023 and allowing other adults to watch children in her care in 2024. That should be an open and shut case. Let's go.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
If y'all can share this baby's story, that would be amazing. Share it in your favorite true crime groups. I only got, 2 news videos? Let's listen to what they had to say. Let's go.
We do want to turn back now to that story from earlier, the tragedy in Manteca that we were talking about, where that family is demanding justice.
Yeah, you'll remember their 4-month-old baby stopped breathing while at a licensed daycare. He sadly died days later. ABC 10's Gabriel Porras joins us live now with the latest.
Okay, Gabriel, bring us up to speed on what happened here.
Yeah, Chris and Laura, we talked to that family today, and we have that for you in just a second. But no parent should ever have to bury their kid, and you can only imagine the pain and just heartbreak that this family has felt over the past week, having to say goodbye to their 4-month-old. Take a listen. With every tear, there's a bit of anger. Every hug, a reminder of the grief. But for Erica Valdivia and her family, there is another feeling they can't escape.
So we feel like we've been failed on multiple different levels.
Manteca police say 4-month-old Christian stopped breathing while at his Manteca daycare. Police arrested the daycare owner, Roxanne Helis, the same day.
Our family received a call that Christian had stopped breathing and was being taken to a local hospital.
Helis didn't answer our calls or texts. Knocking on the door of her Merlin Lane home and business Monday were police and state officials. No one answered.
We want to make sure that law enforcement holds her accountable. We want to know what happened.
Police say when they responded to the call of the child not breathing, they noticed signs of intoxication and had her take an alcohol screening test. Police say Helis was arrested on charges of felony child endangerment. She bailed out of jail just before the infant's family was forced to say goodbye at a hospital 2 days after the call.
And on Friday, October 24th, as a family, we joined Christian's parents in the room as they disconnected him from life support. And that pain was unbearable, watching him take his last breath. He was a happy baby. He was a loved baby. He was joyful. He was playful. We trusted Roxanne Helis to do her job, and she failed us.
State records show Helis's current facility had no documented complaints, inspections, or citations. One of her previous facilities had 4 complaint visits. Half of them, state records show, were substantiated.
We want accountability, And we want to make sure that this never happens to any other child. We want to make sure that no family ever has to endure this level of pain.
Pain with every memory of the 4-month-old who they loved.
He has parents who love him, family who loves him, who misses him, who wants justice.
I talked to a sergeant in the police department building here. He says the other charges they are considering include causing death to a child under 8 years old. Right now, they say they are waiting on an autopsy and interviewing any potential witnesses. They are asking anyone who knows anything about what happened that day or even before to reach out to investigators. Live in Manteca, Gabriel Porras, ABC 10.
Yeah, so sad, Gabriel. Our hearts are with that family right now as they grieve and go through all of this. Keep us posted as you learn more. Gabriel, thank you.
A Manteca daycare owner was arrested following the death of a child under her care. Manteca police saying on October 22nd, they got a call about a 4-month-old baby not breathing. The baby, identified as Christian Olvera, was flown to Oakland Children's Hospital, where police say he died 2 days later. According to police, the daycare owner, Roxanne Helis, was arrested for child endangerment after they say she was found to be intoxicated. She was booked into San Joaquin jail and bailed out. Following the death of the child, she is now facing additional charges. California Community Care Licensing is also now involved in the investigation into Cherished Years Daycare, the at-home daycare. Police say at the time of the incident, there were 4 adults and 3 children inside.
So, and I wanted to address what you just said in the chat. What'd you say? She already has lots of complaints. Question: how is anyone still leaving their kids with her? I wonder if that was even information anybody even knew. If she had complaints, how would they know? How would they find out? And it's like a home daycare type situation. It's a good question. It's a great question. So I don't know if this is like if they treat this the same as like companies, if this is stuff you can find online or whatever. I don't know. So I don't really know how that works. But nonetheless, just a really sad situation. And so she had some things that kind of showed that she was like a negligent person in her actions prior. So I think that is definitely going to seal her fate when it comes to this. Christian Olvera, to that little baby, R.I.P. Beautiful, bright, smiling kid. Just wish that baby had an opportunity to grow up and become something great, because I know they would have, okay? But thank you guys so much for listening to Christian's story, and let's hope we get justice against that woman, okay? Thank you.